heartland of southern India, with its sun-baked red earth and huge piles of granite boulders that looked like they had been arranged by playful giants, could be mistaken for the surface of Mars. But amazingly, a great Indian city once flourished here, and its inhabitants looked back to the golden age of Raja and built a celestial city beyond anything even Raja had imagined. Centuries after Raja's temples had been swallowed by the jungle, a new mysterious holy city rose on a barren plain in southern India called Vijayanagara, the City of Victory. It was founded in 1350, and within 30 years, the city was larger than any other on earth, with a population 50 times greater than medieval London or Paris. It arose from the chaos following Raja's dynasty, and its founders were determined to carry on his tradition of art and architecture. The carved granite murals created for their court show us the lifestyle of the rich and famous. The kings liked to hunt and had their acts of bravery carved for all to see. And they also liked their dancing girls. And here, Portuguese traders with their sharp, pointy beards appear before the clean-shaven king. These Portuguese wrote about the life of the city and the lifestyle of its king. After he had finished this morning practice, the king would mount his horse and ride from one end of his great city to the other. It was during his reign that the empire counted all of southern India under its control and traded with both the Arabs and Portuguese. This road leading up to a great temple was said by the Portuguese to have been a broad and beautiful street full of fine houses. The houses belonged to merchants, and there you will find all sorts of rubies and diamonds and emeralds and pearls. Every evening there is a fair where they sell horses, citrons, limes, oranges and grapes. You have all this in a street which leads to the palace. In the heat of a southern summer, life at Vijayanagara was only made bearable by water tanks, the swimming pools of ancient India. From the queens of the great courts to the peasant women in the fields, the women of southern India practice ritual bathing every day. This is where Europe learned that it might be a good idea to take a bath more than once a year. Noblemen and women, queens and their serving girls bathe within the palace walls in water brought from the river by an ingenious aqueduct system. The City of Victory is literally covered in game boards. Carved everywhere on boulders, the floors of temples and palaces, are dozens of games. So it's not surprising that chess was invented in India. The city was literally torn apart. To this day, it has never been resettled. The city that was in its day described by a Portuguese trader as large as Rome and the best provided city in the world is now, like Pompeii, a ghost town frozen in time, lying empty and strange amidst the barren plateau, the last seat of imperial southern India, a city of ghosts.